Hello and welcome to AI Voices. I'm Ryan, and today a short video of this new update from Claude by Anthropic. So Claude, if you haven't heard of, it's one of the main LLMs after ChatGPT and maybe Google Gemini, depends who you ask. So if you haven't tried it yet, I do recommend. And they're also the people that are behind the protocol, the invention of the protocol of that we know as MCP, Model Context Protocol. And since then, they have added a few features into their LLM and into their system. And today we're going to see the latest update where basically they added a lot of new connections or a lot of new MCPs that you can use directly in your Claude. And it could basically boost your productivity and upgrade the whole usage of your LLM, because it's not anymore just a question and answer, but now it can also actually take actions outside in the real world. So the way to connect to it, first step is that you have to download, if you haven't yet, you have to download the Claude desktop. And when you're in the Claude desktop, you go here to search and tools and you click on it, and you will see here a lot of different features and options. You'll probably see a little bit less because I have already connected a few of my MCPs that I was interested in. And you can go here on the bottom, add connectors, and basically you're going to see all the new connections that they have. So in the beginning, they started with Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, and a few more. And just a few days ago, they added more and more stuff. You can see here Asana, you can see here Jira, you can see Canva, Cloudflare, really a lot of amazing stuff. Notion, PayPal, Stripe, Square. So there's a lot of cool tools. And also in the desktop extensions, you have more MCPs that you can connect on the desktop, Cloud desktop. And that's why I recommend to download the Cloud desktop if you haven't yet. And here you have even other options. Now, in order to start using any of them, then what you need is either you come here to the plus sign and you'll see it says connect, and you basically connect it just like any connection like you do with your Gmail. I will show you in a moment with my Gmail, and we'll connect either maybe Gmail or Google Calendar. And if you want to see details before you decide if you want to connect or not, then you just click on the name or anywhere else on the box, and it will open up everything. You can see who it was developed by, you can see a little bit of information, and you can see also what are all the tools that you have here. So you can see, for example, with Asana, you have here a lot of tools, 42 tools, which is amazing. And you can connect to your Asana account. So the way is just like your Google or your any account. They did it very, very simple and straightforward. Let's just take Gmail, for example. So you go here and you can see that this one was developed, of course, by Anthropic, and you can do connect, and it will tell you what you're giving authorization for, just to make sure, or there will some kind of a note in regards to the authorization. You click continue, and then it will open up Claude on the web, and then you can just say continue. It will go to your Google, you choose your Google account, and you do continue, and you give it all the permissions, and you click continue. You just do as always, very simple, and then you go to Claude. And I think I have two Claudes now open. No, okay. So let's see. We have our Gmail, and I can just go like this. And now it has access to my Gmail. Okay, so I'm just going to disable other MCPs for a moment, just so you don't think it's connected in any way. And I will ask it just a simple question. How many new emails do I have? Okay. And basically, the moment that I ask that question, it's going to go out into my Gmail and it's going to fetch how much emails, or new emails in this case, it could see. Now, in this case, I should have a lot. And let's see. Okay, so I have 5 unread emails, one from security alert from Google about the access that we just did, one from SimilarWeb, one from QR code generator, something from Loom, and another community, I don't know, some event happening tomorrow. Okay, the search shows that there are actually 201 total unread emails. So these are just the most recent 5. Okay, and I can continue working from here and doing stuff according to the tools that we have available in Gmail. Okay, and if I don't want to use it anymore, of course, I can disable it or enable it however I want. Okay. And same thing with all the other tools. It's just that with the other tools, we also can see, because this is already built in the Gmail and the Google stuff, then it's not the same. But if I go, for example, into Canva and I enable all the Canva tools that we have, then I can see all the tools that we have available within Canva. But the connection and everything you saw is exactly the same. Okay, there's no difference in terms of how we connect into the Canva. There could be some issues, and I can tell him something like, okay, now design a nice looking, you know what, just we'll do something, a random design to start the day, use Canva. Okay, and we're going to let it run. Now, before I did have some issues, so let's see if now it will work. Sometimes there are issues with these connections because it's MCP, because it's new. You might have some errors. It might tell you, okay, I can't do this, I can't do that, but hopefully it will work this time, and we're going to see in a moment if it works. And if it does, then we should get a design. Now I'm connected to Canva. It's another MCP, like I said, and it should go and create this design. If it will take too much time, I will just fast forward a little bit just so you don't need to wait with me, because it might take a little bit of time to generate a design. But you can see here, it went on design type poster and a query motivational morning poster with sunrise coffee inspiring quote about starting fresh, bright colors, and basically what is the request according to what I asked, something very, very generic. Now I'm doing all of this in one single chat, right? It's the same one that I checked my emails. Now I'm just generating a design. So let's give it a few more minutes, and hopefully it will generate the design and we can show you how this works. In the meantime, because I see it is taking quite some time and it might be stuck, let's try and do this again in a new window. Chat. Okay, let's see if in a new chat it's going to work. Okay, allow once. This looks more promising. So it just asked me to give it approval to generate, to use this tool and generate the design. And I said allow once, and hopefully now it's going to work. In the meantime that it's working, I can show you just a little bit of the connectors. So you can see that I already connected to my Canva, or connected to my Gmail, my Google Drive. Of course, I can connect to my Google Calendar, PayPal, and so on, like we said. And also here I've connected to my Airtable, and where was it? Here to Notion. So basically there's a lot of options, and I can use all these tools to my advantage. So for example, for Airtable, I used it and created this new table with inside my base, the payments, and then I did also the examples. And you can see it built all of this straightforward from Claude Desktop. Same thing here in the Notion. I just gave it like a general idea. I just told him, write me a place where I can put all my thoughts about building this custom CRM system. So it already built the page. It built the title and all the information that it thinks would be helpful to break it into subtitles. And it did all of that through Claude Desktop. Okay, so just like you can see now, this is one of the issues. I've been having these issues since the last update, that it's kind of also taking some time, also some errors, sometimes jump, a few issues, but eventually perfect. I've created some beautiful morning inspiration posters for you. Here are 4 different designs to choose from. Okay, so it sends me the information that I need, and I can soon click here and show the image so I can see it, or I can click on the where it says first design and I can see the design within my Canva. So we're going to see that in a moment. So after it finished creating all the 4 designs, it tells me click on any of the design links above to open it in Canva, where you can further customize it. Okay, so I can take, in this case, I'm just going to take the whole thing because I want to open it in a different browser. So I'm going to take it here where my Canva is opened, my Canva account, and here you go. If you remember, our query was just to design a random design to start the day, use Canva. It was very generic, right? So we just came here and look at that. This is in my Canva account, and it made me a poster with an image, with a design, morning inspiration, September. Okay, it didn't get the date right, of course. Join us for a fresh start, and look at that. So we can give design ideas, and then it could generate that design ideas for us. Very, very cool use case. You want to see another one? Let's see another one. Open this and copy, and let's see how the second design. Okay, very different. Rise and shine, embrace today's opportunities. And you can see that sometimes it gives you this kind of different URL. Let's see if we click here, will it do? Okay, so you see sometimes you need to click here and sometimes there. It kind of gives you the two options. Here it's basically not on my Canva. As you can see, it's just a download URL, but this one will be on my Canva account. Okay, and this is a totally different design. Look at that. So very fast, I can get already 4 ideas for my design. And we can take it further, of course, ask for changes, or I can just go into my Canva and now change it here from fresh starts lead to great adventures, do bad starts stop, just as an example. Yeah. And of course we can play around, we can change everything that we want within this new design that we got. So that's another use case and another example. And of course, I could mix and match all these connectors in different ways and use them for everything that I want to build. So I think this is very, very cool. There's a lot of cool use cases here. There's a lot of things, a lot of tools here that I still need to gather up and investigate. But it could control your file system, read and set iMessages, Chrome, Notes, Windows MCP, control your Mac, really a lot of cool stuff that we can use here. And of course, Stripe that we saw, which is also very cool. So a lot of cool stuff. They're probably going to add more, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, and see you in the next one.